Hello there, and welcome to the third installment of the evolution of a mystery box. In our last video, we replaced the original Arbiter emitter with the Archon V3.1 emitter. And you can actually kind of take a look and see, we're actually starting to get a very nice Obi-Wan Kenobi Episode 3 looking lightsaber here. The activation box is not perfect, and it's a little bit longer than most replicas of that particular lightsaber are. But it's actually starting to come together pretty nicely. So the next thing was sound. And we're starting to actually take shape. It's starting to turn into a really nice lightsaber. Obviously, sound is going to be a concern in this particular instance. I started exploring several different things. I was very concerned because the speaker would actually be sitting right about here. And the AV switch sticks down right about here. So we didn't have a whole lot of space to work with. And it's also got a very small inner diameter. So I considered the Nano Biscotti V3. I was thinking about using that with some custom Saber Shop chassis discs and rods. But I was kind of concerned about the length of the 18650 battery coming out too far. So I also wanted to kind of stay with something that I knew. I hadn't worked with a Nano Biscotti before. I had only used Hasbro lightsabers, Master Replicas lightsabers, and Ultra Sabers lightsabers. The Diamond controller, the Emerald with Obsidian V3. We had a couple of mystery boxes that had Obsidian light cards. Another mystery box that had an Obsidian V3 sound card in it. And then, of course, I had the Obsidian V4 and a couple of other sabers as well. So I kind of thought about it, did a lot of measuring, thought about it some more, and decided to go ahead and take the Obsidian V3 out of the Dark Apprentice V4 that we received in a mystery box and try that out. I'm going to go ahead and take this apart, remove the Stunt Saber electronics, and we'll go ahead and take a look and see how that worked out. Okay, we've got all of the stunt electronics taken out. I wanted to go ahead and point something out real quick before I thread it in and put it into the activation box. One thing I did to kind of combat that space issue is I soldered my connection wires on the connectors at kind of an angle so that it would go at one direction instead of going straight down. I'm going to go ahead and get this threaded into the activation switch and get the activation switch connect on the 3-inch connector. Okay, we've got that connected now. Now, before I put the gear extension on, I wanted to go ahead and kind of point out something else I did to kind of try to combat that issue with space that I was having. I was going to try using these clocking washers from the Custom Saber Shop, but they're extremely thin, and it would have taken about 15 or more of those to get that connection to work. So I went ahead and I used trim rings instead. And this kind of bought me just a little bit of space, about 1/4 of an inch. But it was enough to really make the difference. You can see how the AV switch kind of comes down into the body of the hilt. And with the soundboard, I took it out of the Dark Apprentice V3, went ahead and attached a LED quick connect to it and JST connector for it. And if you put it in very carefully with the battery side up, I've got this little right there, that space right there is right where the LED or where the switch prongs are going to be meeting it at. You know, push it in nice and tight. And let's see if I can get... So you can see it's pretty tight in there. But it was enough to get it to work. We'll go ahead and plug in the JST connectors. And we'll get our LED hooked up. Actually, I won't because I've already actually taken that one apart. We'll go ahead and just use this one. And what I did is I just made the LED wire long enough to where it comes out this end. And then you can connect quick connects right there. And now we have sound. So once this was completed, I was able to make sure that everything fit fine with the Obsidian V3 soundboard. It was a go. And it was time to go ahead and order the Obsidian V4 soundboard. And I also made a couple of other cosmetic changes at that point. We'll go ahead and take a look at that in the next video. I want to keep this one short. Go ahead and hit like and subscribe and notify so you'll see when the next video comes up. And I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. May the force be with you.